Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom, and today we're going to talk about 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort, Season 1. Now, before I get into the details of the episode, please, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Like the video, leave your comments so I know what you thought about the couples on the show and the episode in general, and tell a friend to tell a friend that Mom does 90 Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days, Love in Paradise, The Tell-Alls, everything in between. Let's get started. On The Last Resort, we have 5 couples. They are Kalani and Asuelu, Big Ed and Liz, Angela and Michael, Jovi and Yara, Molly and Kelly. At this retreat, which is a beautiful location, I think they're somewhere like Bahamas, Jamaica, somewhere tropical like that. The couples are meeting with 3 therapists who are going to give expert advice to help the couples with their strained relationships and rededication of the relationship. Now, let me say one thing. I'm gonna say several, but let me start off with this. I found it interesting that Kalani and Asuelu brought their kids to this couple retreat. Not only did they bring the kids, they brought Kalani's sister, to babysit the kids while they're at the retreat. I personally think that's backwards, okay? Because if she can watch the kids, why she have to watch the kids at the retreat? How come she can watch them at home? And for the record, Kalani said that, she's here for her sister to work out her relationship and, even if it's closure, but Asuelu gives a lot of fake tears and she's not here for it. And start with Ed and Liz. Besides being a 20-year age gap, Ed and Liz have experienced infidelity issues on Ed's part. They have been on previous episodes of 90 Day Fiancé, and it's turned out that Ed, based off the last season, was still in contact with Rose, his first fling, which got him on the show to begin with. But Ed, to me, is putting off all his issues onto Liz because he's insecure about himself. I'm just saying, just my observation. Moving to Kalani and Asuelu, there are several issues with this couple. But first, let me say, Kalani was a virgin when she met Asuelu. There's about an 8-year age difference with Kalani and Asuelu, with Kalani being older. So Kalani wasn't really experienced when it came to being intimate and being maybe with other people. And so currently we learned that Asuelu has stepped out of the marriage. Kalani found out, they're both emotional, and she says she's drained with the lies that he told. So yeah, it really goes down once we get into the heart of why they're there. Okay, moving to Jovi and Yara. So their issues are Jovi's drinking. Now, when we first met Jovi and Yara, that was one of the main things that Jovi had to work on, his drinking and his partying ways. Yara is unhappy with Jovi's lifestyle because maybe he cut back drinking a little bit, but he's still known to be a party boy. And not just that, Yara wants to move back to Europe. Jovi is originally from New Orleans, and Yara is not used to the laid-back lifestyle like that. So that's an issue in their marriage as well. And on top of that, Yara said that Jovi wants her to have another baby, and she's just not ready. So until they can work out those issues to see where they're going to live permanently, or, they do decide to have another baby and Jovi getting a hold of his drinking and partying, yeah, they have a lot to work on. So, all right, moving to Molly and Kelly. So Molly and Kelly originally found each other through the DMs. Molly has her own business and Kelly is a retired New York police officer. Some of the problems that came up is the dynamic within Molly's family. She has a tumultuous up and down relationship with her older daughter, and they go back and forth a lot. I'm not sure if you follow Molly or her story, but they're in social media a lot. There's just a lot of unresolved trust issues as well with them, he mentioned. Okay, so Angela and Michael, where do I begin? Seems like Angela has been on this franchise from day one. I know she didn't come on the very first installment of 90 Day, but it seems like she's been for every season, every episode. Because the drama back and forth with Michael cheating in Nigeria, Michael hanging out with the goofballs, Michael just doing things that if it's not Angela's way, is not the right way. Okay, I mean, laundry list is not even the right word. I don't even know the right word of what would replace laundry list for Angela and what the issues are. So apparently, again, there's infidelity. All right, Michael don't have his visa, and Angela said this is the last straw. Now, how many times have we heard Angela say this was last straw? I can count personally at least 8 times that she said it was the last straw. Okay, and she also said she brought divorce papers just in case Michael didn't, do whatever it is he needed to do to work through the relationship. Angela says that she wants to see Michael get some sensitivity. She wants to see him get emotional. She even wants to see him drop a few tears, because if he don't drop some tears, what is the point? Okay, she's like, then I don't think he really means what he's saying. All right, I'm just here for the ride with Angela and Michael, because again, it is what it is with her. Now that Angela has made it to the retreat, I believe she's the last one to make it. Everyone else has found their rooms and, settled in. She is at the hotel lobby, asking for assistance with her luggage. Why did Angela, and there's nothing wrong with asking for help with your luggage and, to the room. So the concierge comes up, he takes the luggage and gives her a ride in a little golf cart to take her to her room. How did the topic of, I'm free tonight if you want to have dinner? I said, no. See, if this was Michael, the roof would have been on fire. The roof is on fire. Absolutely not. See, what's good for the goose isn't good for the gander. So Angela thought, there was nothing wrong in asking to meet someone for dinner on a retreat, right? But the kicker is, why did the concierge say in confessional, oh yeah, we're here to help. We're here to assist in any way we can. And if she wants to have dinner, I don't see a problem with that. I said, He don't know why they're here either. You're filming a show because production pulled you aside to get your reaction. Already doing dirt. Later in the evening, the couples and the experts are having a group session. Experts consist of a temperament therapist, a trauma therapist, a soul therapist, and one of the therapists actually has 40 years of experience in the therapy field. They said they will touch on family therapy, past life therapy, and to have the goal of rededication at the end of the process, or whatever is right for them for their relationship. So then the relationship experts see that Molly and Kelly aren't sitting next to each other, but the other couples are. So they politely tell the couples to all stand up, and for Molly to get up and Kelly to get up, while the couples shifted left so that the only seats left were them to sit together. Now, isn't that the point? To fix your relationship? So technically you shouldn't be sitting together, but maybe Molly wasn't here for that right now. She needs a little bit more time. All right, so as the group starts to discuss the issues that brought them there in the beginning, the therapist asked, so what was the attraction to each other from the very start? So Jovi and Yara say they both have the love for travel, and then Yara says that Jovi reminds her of his mom because he's funny. Big Ed says he was attracted to Liz when he saw her at a restaurant, and then Michael says that he's just like Jovi. Everybody's like, just like Jovi. Jovi said, he likes them breasts. So Andrew's like, he likes these breasts up here. When the experts get to Molly and Kelly, they talk about their attraction, but they go into a little bit more detail. So Kelly said Molly had a big heart. Molly said that she liked the fact that he made her feel like no one else, and she liked the fact that he had a good job. Then they were asked, so what brings you here today? Molly said the fire fizzled out, and Kelly said he wants to know if the relationship was real. Kelly also said that he no longer knows who Molly is, and that he would have never moved in with her if he knew her family dynamic was the way that it is. And then Molly said, you know what? No one told you to move here. You wanted to move with me. And Kelly said, you know what? That seemed like a slap in the face because, we were hitting it off so well. We had a lot of conversation before I came here. We talked about moving together and, spend the rest of our life together. So why wouldn't I move with you? Kelly said his world changed for her. Everything stopped for Molly. Molly said, you better stop. She said when he came, all he was sitting around watching reality TV and wasn't doing nothing. And Kelly said, all you wanted me to be after I came was your do boy. And everybody was like, a do boy? So apparently it's like a honey-do list, but the boyfriend status, because they weren't married. So they went on and on about what they liked, what they didn't like, what their expectations were. And then it got to the point where the experts realized and noticed that Molly needs to change the way that she speaks to Kelly and how she directs communication, because the way that she does it in an aggressive pattern makes Kelly shut down the communication. So when the experts moved to Kalani and Asuelu, Kalani said they've had issues of infidelity and she wants to figure out what's right for them and the kids. Then Asuelu starts to get emotional. He starts to crying. He says he needs to work on himself, and he realizes that the reason why their marriage is the way that it is because of him and what he did. But then Kalani tells a story of Asuelu when he went back home to visit his family. She said, well, one night, Asuelu FaceTimed her. Now, granted, she also said that he'd been partying and drinking the whole time he was in Samoa. Maybe Asuelu drunked out her before or something, but on this particular night, he FaceTimed Kalani, and the conversation was like, hey, how you doing, to what's on my tongue? And so when he stuck out the tongue, Kalani said, that's white. Or you was doing something with somebody, some woman that wasn't clean, and you got a yeast infection. Kalani said she was just too through with that. Phone call over. I don't blame her. You know what? The other couples were sitting around listening to the story like, like, what? You had yeast on the tongue? But let me just say this though. Not in Asuelu's defense or anything like that, but you can have a white tongue for many reasons, not just because of yeast infection or any kind of whatever, doing something with somebody. Just saying. So I guess to make up for it, or, for his infidelity, Asuelu told Kalani that she can have a hall pass, but all she could do was like kiss somebody. I'm like, how are you going to tell somebody what to do with the hall pass? First of all, I know people give hall passes, but you know what? If you want to be in an open marriage, that's you. And you just open up Pandora's box with that. Well, Kalani said she took the hall pass and ended up doing more than kissing. Kissing led to one thing to another, and she ended up doing the do with this other guy. Now, why is Asuelu sitting next to Kalani getting mad, talking about, oh, you just supposed to kiss? Kalani's like, wait, huh? How you gonna tell me all you did was kiss? Especially when you told me that not just with your white yeasty tongue, that you were getting BJ's in the bar. Okay, I'm like, yes. How you gonna tell her what to do? So Asuelu was very upset with Kalani as if she did something wrong. Asuelu was saying it's hard for him now to trust Kalani. In the words of a faithful subscriber, Asuelu has a lot of audacity. Okay, audacity must be given free everywhere. Dollar store and everywhere else, because he has his nerve. Kalani gets upset. Asuelu is upset. Then Kalani tells the story about how when she first met Asuelu, I believe she was 29, he was 21, she was a virgin. She said she gave everything to Asuelu. She thought that she would be with him for the rest of her life. And, she begged him for 7 years not to do things to her, not to lie to her, not to be unfaithful to her. And this is what she gets, as if this is her fault. And just with the emotions with Kalani was given, you can see her pain. Her pain was evident, was all over her face, and I felt for her. But why did Asuelu throw in, he was trying to like discount her pain, like, oh, but you still texting the person that you slept with, like, why still see him on your phone? I said, oh my goodness, so Kalani is still on your phone, and Asuelu is still seeing it on your phone too, so what is happening here? Now, Kalani did admit that she is conflicted with what to do. She said that she's trying to resolve those feelings with either Asuelu and move on to a new relationship and fix it for the sake of the kids or whatever, but she would like the experts' help. After the group session's over, the experts tell the couples to get ready to work out their problems because they are taking notes and there's an extreme amount of work to do if they want to make it to the commitment ceremony to rededicate their lives. After everyone goes to their room for the night or wherever they're going to go, the bar or whatever, Kalani and Asuelu leave and they're talking about what happened during the group session. Kalani brings up the fact that Asuelu's worried that someone else wants to be with her. Asuelu said that he cares about her and wants to make it work. Kalani says that she's torn about the marriage and what to do, and she just can't bring herself to forgive Asuelu. Then Kalani says to Asuelu, do you really want me to be more honest? She goes, when I'm having intimacy with you, you only care about what you want and how you feel. When I'm with the other guy, he cares about what I want and what he wants, so I feel more comfortable with him. I said, oh, Kalani, you breaking it all the way down. So if Asuelu didn't already have issues, talk about, I still see you texting. Girl, what are you texting? Okay, yeah, I gotta be here at this retreat with Asuelu, but as soon as this 2 weeks is up, I'ma holler at you. Because that's exactly how it came across. And of course, Asuelu didn't take that the best. Is it just me, or does Asuelu, I know he's like 27, but he's giving like late teen and early 20 thinking habits. Like they haven't really matured a lot. All right, well, that was the end of the episode. I think it already started off with the bombshell. I was very surprised because I didn't think that it would be giving the way it did, because Kalani and Asuelu came out with some bombs, and I'm sure that other couples will too along the way. So let me know if you want me to continue watching these episodes. But next week, the couples meet with a sex therapist and do other activities to help strengthen their relationship. And there will also be a breakdown in communication with a few other couples. So let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, everyone, live simply, be grateful.